What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the superfluous Mr. Fox. Welcome to another episode of Point and Laugh, the Magic the Gathering show where I make you a better deck builder and a worse person by pointing out every mistake you have ever made in your life. The first one was playing a forest. This week, you've heard of 2 girls, 1 cup. Get ready for the Voltron deck that is 10 guys, 1 sword. That works exactly as well as you think it will. After that, we've got legendary good stuff, Hold the Good. Finally, Danny DeVito's role as the trash man is reprised by a glorious black queen and her Eggman-looking ass army. Thank you all for your time. For everybody who subscribes to this video, I will allow my editor to listen to 1 additional voice line from Hit Game Dispatch. Mango! Turn the volume off right now. Right now. After the last version of this deck got roasted, I gave up. I mean, if my favorite streamer couldn't get my dream to work, what hope did I have? Then I was visited by 2 comedic sidekicks who showed me a new way to fulfill my dream. My dream of Guy, Hammer, Glue. Goal is to make a bunch of guys with a bunch of hammers. How are we doing it? Guy, Hammer, Glue, V2, Sokka, and Suki. So whenever Sokka or Suki or another ally enters, attach 1 equipment to that creature. Whenever an equipment you control enters, make a 1/1 white ally creature token. So it seems like what's going on here is everything we cast has living weapon plus. For those of you who don't know, Guy Hammer Glue is the name of a Pioneer deck I played in which we just tried to beat people to death with a Colossus Hammer. So any equipment we cast has a guy holding it. How many equipments do we have? 10! We have Guy, not many hammers, Glue. Which 10? Bloodforged, great. Conqueror's Flail, beautiful. Buster Sword, Fishing Gear, Feast and Famine, Hearth and Home. What the f is this? Ooh, draw a card for each modified creature you control. Okay, I like the hammers we have. So you f***ing child. This is actually great for this deck. I'm sorry, that was an emotional reaction. That wasn't a fair response or a fair evaluation of what's going on here. If you don't have to pay the equip cost, shit yeah, give me a 40/40, give me a 40/40 ally, bro, and Excalibur. Sure, yeah, we're casting a lot of equipments. And then is that it? Like, there's our problem. You can't trick me by playing Consult the Star Charts. That's the problem right here. What is, all right, so we have a tutor. Please don't with me. Please let me play Aether and pre-win. And we, by the way, Guy Hammer Glue, you know what I'm gonna say, Xavier? You know what I'm gonna tell you? What I'm gonna ask? What's going on? Oh, it was in there. It was in there, never mind. I'm smoking crack. So what do we have? We have Cloud. Please don't with me. What are we doing? Nonsense ally. Nonsense ally. First strike. I can see why that is attractive. I personally think if I hit you with an 11/11, I don't care who swings first, but all right. Nonsense ally. Very compelling draft deck. What the f going on? Okay. All right. Card draw for equipped creatures. Sure. Sure. Card draw for little shitters. Whenever Kabira, Evangel, or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, may choose a color. If you do, allies you control gain protection from the chosen color until end of turn. I'm smelling some oatmeal. I'm smelling a little bit of slop, and it smells faintly of ally. Katara Bending Prodigy. It's fine. Appa's here. Appa's here to make us more allies for the 10 hammers we have in the deck. Whenever Chasm Guide or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, creatures you control gain haste. Ally spells from the top of the library. Whenever Tuk Tuk Scrapper or another ally enters the battlefield, destroy an artifact. At the beginning of your upkeep, make an ally. Whenever Hero or another ally enters the battlefield, gain indestructible. I can see, okay, some of these I can see. Oh my God, and then we just go to Crackerhoof, beautiful. Katara just makes an ally. Whenever Kazula Warlord or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, you put a +1/+1 counter on each ally you control. Not Kathar's Crusade at home, mother. All right, let's line it up. Let's line it up. No, I'm not even gonna talk about this one. Double Strike, that's really tasty. Okay, we don't even have to go into this section. I think this section is good. 100% of your problem is you have not built Guy Hammer Glue. You have built Guy Hammer, Guy Synergy, Guy Payoff, Guy Support, Guy Anthem, Guy Booster, second Guy Synergy, and we have to, it's not that you have to cut out the middle shit, it's just that if we look at the deck from a perspective of what does my commander do for me? My commander makes it such that I get Guy and Glue. I have Guy and Glue for free, every time I play this deck, which theoretically means all I need is hammers. If the rest of my deck is just hammers, every time I play a hammer, I will get a guy and I will get glue. I don't have to do anything else. And then I think we got brain poisoned by a few of these really cool ally boosters. Like, some of these are really fucking good. I get indestructible every turn I play an equipment. That's really goddamn good. I get Kathar's Crusade every time I play an equipment. That's pretty good. I get double strike every time I play an equipment. That's pretty good. And then I think slowly but surely we were like, yeah, I can play one more ally. She has card draw. She can water bend my tokens. Dope. I'm not saying that's a bad effect. I'm saying that's not fucking guy Hammerglue. The worse your commander strategy is, the more focused we have to be. Stop it with the like, oh my god, it's such a good payoff. I can water bend my equipment. I can water bend my tokens. It's not guys. It's not hammers. It's not glue. I guess technically it is guy and glue because it's an ally, so we get the free equip. But again, it's a spot that could be a hammer. Now, if I'm going to sell you on a different thing, because these are very cute synergies you have identified, to sell you on that, like, you know what you could do if you really like these guys and you want to play into these guys more? Dead ass, same deck, Jeskai Sokka in the command zone. You put Sokka and Suki somewhere in the 99, you put this guy in the command zone, and then the deck being all things that are like, oh, allies fuck now, Jeskai Sokka loves. And then you only have like the very best hammers. For this deck, if we wanted to be Guy Hammer Glue, it's gonna be a little bit weaker because we're not even doing Voltron, we're doing Battle Line, where we have a bunch of different hammers on a bunch of different guys. But this is the commander for, holy shit, did you guys know Kazul Warlord exists? He's gonna kill you now. Everything you've picked is very, very good for solo Jeskai Sokka, and it's still good for Sokka and Suki, but more hammers. We want to get up to like 20 hammers. So what are the coolest hammers we can get for you? We have Bloodforged. Hammer of Nazan is definitely high up there. You could do Animist for ramp. Hammer of Nazan would be quite good because then this would give you a little bit of freedom over where you're attaching your equipments. We can for sure get up to some naughty business with Embercleave. What's this one do? A rune card. I think this one will not work because we don't care about enchantments, Nictator. If we were more a overall Voltron thing, I would care more about Rune Crown. Tarian Soul Cleaver would also probably be a good shout because we probably expect a decent number of these guys to die. Sword of Fire and Ice can draw you a few cards. Masterwork of Ingenuity is not a bad idea. Caldra Compliate is really fucking funny. That's the Guy Hammer Glue Dream. This is the Guy Hammer Glue Dream right here. You know, there's Bitterthorn, there's Wop Sword. Key to the Vault is probably bad here because not many things are gonna have like a high power line. And then you can find any others that, what are we on about with Sword of the Sweek? Oh shit, that's insane. Yeah, you gotta be on this shit, man. You gotta get on Sword of the Sweek yesterday. Holy fuck. For the dream of Guy Hammer Glue, I would say this is probably going to be a bracket 2 deck. You may be able to juice it to bracket 3, but if we want it to feel Guy Hammer Gluey, probably gonna be a little bit on the weaker end because you're like, look at this dumbass equipment. It's gonna hit you now. Pen and Blade, also good at doing this. In your head, I want you to replace, this synergizes really well with having lots of allies with, this synergizes really well with having lots of equipment. This guy, all my allies are 7/5s. Ooh! I give up a 1/1 to get him back. Double ooh. Nahiri, who costs less for equipment, who lets us get a shitload of impulse draw. Yeah, there's Gilgamesh, who can flop out a bunch of our equipments and put them onto a bunch of our guys. So yeah, you've built a very good deck. The deck as it stands is just better for Jeskai Sokka. You've built a bachelor's deck. You've not built a marriage deck. But I do think it's very possible to live the dream of Sokka and Suki's heavily armed children stab everybody. But we gotta get big uppies on this hammer shit. Xavier did hit the mauled specialties. We have Grasp of Fate, we have Stock Up, we have and Consult the Star Charts. We were like, I'm not getting clowned for not having the basics. I refuse to be clowned for not having the basics. Turn 1, I do nothing. Turn 2, I ramp. Turn 3, Jeskai Sokka. So non-creature spell, I make an ally. Play an ally, I blow up a Soul Ring. Play an ally, blow up a Soul Ring, airbend this guy, play him again, blow up a Soul Ring. They all have Menace. I take away 3 creatures. I make an ally who blows up a Soul Ring. I play this, make an ally. No artifacts are on board. No artifacts will ever be on board again. Play this, wham wham. I flicker this after getting a basic land. I airbend Grasp of Fate. I airbend Talisman of Conviction. I play them from exile. I get 4 more allies. I blow up every fucking artifact in existence. And now I kind of get fucked from lack of card draw, but like there is ally stuff going on here. Yeah. So this version of the deck, tune a little bit more for Jeskai Sokka, and then your Sokka and Suki deck, big hammers. I want you to be unable to swing a hammer in this deck without hitting another hammer. And then I think you're fucking stacked. And then one tiny nitpick, I will recommend Clever Concealment. You should have the creatures to help convoke this, and Phase Out is going to be better than Indestructible 9 times out of 10. And I think you're on the way. This is very funny, and I think this has a lot of potential as Guy Hammerglue. We're going to change the title. You're not in Minecraft Creative Road. Xavier, I'm banishing you to You Got the Right Idea but the Wrong Bitch. You built a beautiful ally deck. Unfortunately, it was not a Guy Hammerglue deck, but you're this close. You're this fucking close, dog. These videos are almost entirely subsidized by my Patreon community, so a special thank you to Vanilla Bean Ice Cream, Eclectic Waste, Katya Marg, Christian B, Adam S, Solar Movie, Kyle, Chemical Pine, Alpha Dog 2064, Zelenor, Otterfire, Fun, ... Phelan, Believe, Torben T, Bobby Joe Lord, Bradley T, Bo, Beefcake, and Silky Wilkie. I appreciate every last one of you. Wolf Slays has sent in a spooky deck. I want to cast all the legendaries. I would like some suggestions on protection and what legendaries don't quite cut it. I swear to God, this is who I think it is. You do your best to raise kids, you know. You go to their ball games, you take the Galaxy Gas Whippets out of their hands as they try to huff them, and you go to bed, and what do you wake up to? Wolf, passed out in a bathtub, covered in Whippets. But it's SpongeBob, they say. I mean, listen, the average Jodah deck is exactly as far up its own ass as SpongeBob is every episode of that show. So that's actually perfect. Untagged artifacts. Hey, look, it says, so this is Legendary Cascade. Favorite children. So this is who we're not cutting. A dog, good. A grandma, also good. A child, hot lady, good. Hot lady, good. A painting. Not the keyword soup. Bayek, historic creatures have double strike. Wow. How daring. Token copies, oh my. Token copies, oh me. All right, so your favorite cards are what if I valued out all over you? Favorite interaction, 4 cards. Whenever Satoru and or one or more non-token creatures enter this battlefield under your control, if you didn't spend mana, draw a card. When you cast from outside your hand, you may cast from inside your hand. When you cast from outside your hand, draw a card. When you cast a historic spell, draw a card. Oh my God, Wolf. Are you telling me in a deck with the premise of I get more card per card than the Rhystic Study player, your favorite interaction is what if I got one more? My kittens are 4 months old, and they are better at delaying gratification than this deck. They can make it at least 2 hours before they beg for more food. How long can you make it before you're begging just one more card, please? Please, just one more. Oh, no. At least you have 1-800 Maelstrom fucking Wanderer! Give these motherfuckers an inch, they take a mile. Holy fuck. Atali's fine, just a good card. See, this is what I expected. In a world where every single one of your cards is also another card, I'm like, oh yeah, big protective permanents that are gonna make me win the game. You dumb bitch. Yeah, sure, uncounterable. Okay, chat. Now we're all gonna play a game together. Who can figure out how many cards in this deck actually get a benefit from this Wooburg replacement? Who can do it, chat? Who can figure out where on the mana curve this shit actually begins mattering? I fear in a deck manufactured entirely by childlike greed, you are not actually greedy enough for this twink, Wolf. Are you doing Fist of the Suns or something? Do we have Morophon? We're not even doing the reduction. That's so crazy. Yeah, this guy has to die. This guy has to die. And then, sure, counter. Yeah, whatever. All right, we have a board anthem that's gonna make everything a 20/20. Why not a 40/40? Why not a double? Have you ever single dipped in your fucking life? You gotta be the worst motherfucker in the world to share a chip bag with, dog. Not even a roast, just like personal disrespect. I am never letting your ass near the ruffles. All right, we have a Sika for mana fixing. God bless you for that one, even if I don't technically believe in him. We dumbasses. What are we, press ganging people? What the fuck? Oh, good. Oh good, a mana dork that can't fix fucking mana! This army looks like it was built by the Russians, disrespectfully. Arbaz, all right, historic, deal 1 damage to each point. Yeah, fuck it, everything's a 10-10, but what if I pinged you, dumbass, idiot, bozo? All right, hey, this says legendary on it. Yeah, fuck it, everything's an 8-8, but what about one more? What about one more, baby? So I think the stuff we're overlooking, obviously removal. I actually don't think that's a big deal. Jodah decks are gonna kill people with combat damage. So yeah, you have the five usual suspects for EDH rec removal. That is okay. We can be low on removal because we're gonna beat people to death. We're pretty low on fixing and ramp. We have an okay land count. We don't have a really good way to get the lands we need out of the deck. We have 1, 2. I hesitate to call Ruby a dork because again, she cannot create pips that you didn't need to cast her, and so she doesn't get us a lot closer to Jodah cost. What I think you need is greater confidence in fixing your mana. I don't even mean crazy ramp. I understand if you want this to be like a more casual deck, you don't want to turbo it out and just like, I'm threatening Jodah turn 3, I'm gonna blow your fucking house up. I do want to be confident that we're gonna cast Jodah like by turn 5, and I'm horrified to say that I'm not expressly confident. See, look at this, 3 blue pips in the opening hand. I'm fucking terrified. I can get Kellen the Kid. Do we get there? Do we get there? I'm gonna play this because I need every pip I can get. Maybe we get there. Black, white, blue, green, red. Okay, we do get there. Not as bad as I thought. And now we go Ramos, baby. I get Kellen joins up and I get to plot Satoru. And because I cast Kellen joins up from outside my hand, oh, I guess I would actually free cast. No, Satoru is my only legal target for Kellen joins up. Kellen trigger folds. Free cast Jaleva. You don't know how mana values work, do you? Actually, so we play this, draw a card from him, we'll fizzle the Kellen trigger. We have all this shit now. Oh, for casting SpongeBob. Sure, we vomit out a million things. So let's start talking about what we need to fix. You have a thing that puts a million counters on. You have thing that floats mana and gets counters on it. You have thing that gets a bunch of counters on your whole board. You have thing that draws you cards. These are all getting +5/+5. And you already cast an extra spell per spell. If there is one thing that a Jodah deck does not need to care about, it's buffing its board. If there is a second thing a Jodah deck does not need to care about, it is having lots of card draw. Because you already play more cards than other people do. Per card, you play more cards than other people do. The only thing you really need to be cautious about, do I have the mana to play Jodah? Do I have the things to stop Jodah from fucking dying? Those are the only problems that exist in the mind of a Jodah player. Everything else is just scratch and sniff stickers. We need some bodyguards. We need a ton of motherfuckers like this. I know you like value. The way the deck is currently built, the only place this is safe is the Moxfield playtester. Because right now, like, we're slow to set up, and we're trying to set up these like non-stop double or triple triggers when instead we just need to be like, how do I protect the one trigger I did get? But yeah, fuck, I just want to talk about this card for a second. Like, this card in your deck is the equivalent of Jeffrey Bezos pickpocketing a 7-Eleven worker. Like, the amount of power and free value that you get to shit out onto the board just by breathing, and we're taking a pause to be like, yeah, but what if I could put some counters on? Be ashamed of yourself. I get to plot something with mana value 3 or less, cast a different legendary spell. My word. So I think similar to the previous deck we looked at, to figure out what you should cut, because I think a Jodah deck is typically like all my favorite guys. There's nothing wrong with that in Commander. Now, if I play against you, there is something morally wrong with that. But the thing to understand is Jodah is not a trigger maxer deck, or it's not a deck that plays well for trigger maxers. Even though there's a lot of triggers you can maximize, the reason I say it's not a good trigger maxer deck is because it's very threatening the moment Jodah is played. A good trigger maxer deck has to be a deck that can set up kind of unnoticed. You have to be able to get the pieces in place so that you can then take your big crazy Factorio turns, and then you can maybe try to win the game. Jodah, massive threat from the second he hits the board. All eyes are already on you. Unless you're playing in like a total, if you're in a Minecraft pod, and it's like we're playing Army Men, we all get 6 turns of doing whatever we want, and then we're gonna attack. Great, do the Jodah thing, do the trigger maxer thing. it will work. But otherwise, if you're looking at what does Jodah already do for me? Jodah gives me card advantage. Jodah gives me imposing power toughness values. You have to cover the other bases. You have to cover the bases of how do I make sure my guys don't get blown in half the moment they touch down. You are straight into scrat jail. Immediately into fucking scrat jail. Queen Kayla Reanimator. We have seen this commander twice before. Both times they have been secret combo decks. Let's see if we can break the pattern. I like weird card effects. I wanted to play her more than every once in a while, so I shied away from the stacks plan, went into Reanimator with a focus on artifacts. Oh no. I've been enjoying it, but Reanimator has been struggling at 3, so I've pushed it down to a 2, and I'm gonna build a stacks version at higher power. Okay, so we have multiple versions of our glorious queen. What's our ramp? A million things we can hit off of Kayla. So anybody who's unfamiliar with this commander, it is I wheel, and then I get back something at 1, I get something back at 2, I get something back at 3. All of these are probably evil. We also need very, very little ramp because our entire deck, I swear to God, I'm gonna go down to the curve. I see anything at 4, you're getting banned. Straight to fucking jail. 9? What is happening? All right, I gotta find these. Oh, you bitch. Oh, you absolute fuck ass. Parhelion. We're not even in Greasefang colors. Oh yeah, it's split cards like Dusk and Dawn. Yeah, did you guess Flying Titanic? That's the sideboard. Oh, okay, then what's actually in? Worst Parhelion, holy shit. All right, Triniform, Portal to Phyrexia, Mindslaver! You don't have my guy in here? You said no stacks. Nah, didn't like it, didn't play well. What I do like, controlling their turns. Not stacks, just a silly goofy little detour. Horrifying. All right, so these are our Reanimator targets that we're using with Goblin Welder, I'm guessing. So we sack one of our shitty artifacts and turn it into one of these big boy artifacts. Yeah, okay. You are the fucking devil. Anger, yeah, man, I know I'm controlling your turn over and over, but I'm pretty sure what you need to worry about is this 9/9 with haste. Oh, hell yeah, Marauding Sure, yeah, we're gonna discard a lot. Marauding Mako. I'm so down. Removal. Shenanigans is funny as fuck. Yelling, I call shenanigans, and then blowing up a soul ring, I'm actually so here for. Dusk and Dawn seems fine. I'm automatically mentally vine booming you, questioning everything that is not a permanent, everything that you cannot reanimate with Queen Kayla by itself. I worry about, but I'm sure you have reasons. Jesus, Monument to Endurance. The line of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna Marauding Mako, then I'm gonna Sensei's Divining Top, then I'm going to Kayla, then I'm going to discard Mindslaver and Portal to Phyrexia, and then I'm gonna cast Shenanigans. That's a devastating fucking curve. Let me just see how this fucking goes right now. Oh my God, we have the boy. We have the boy, and we have no red mana for the boy. Oh my God, we got the boy again. God loves the deck. God loves the deck. We get to ramp. Beautiful, we get to Kayla. Okay, Scrap Welder doesn't trade in the way we want it to trade. Crank it, baby. So I get something at 1, I get something at 2, I get something at 3. So I'm gonna get 2 and 3. Gonna get a land. So I have Orthanc, try 2. I have 1 influence counter. Both of these are going to bottom. They're probably gonna have me mill. Do I even want to play a land? I'm not confident I do. Rip Kayla again, and I get Boros Signet out. Oh, this guy's, holy shit. This is Clifford the Big Red Motherfucker now. Oh Lord. I haven't been counting, but he's like a 10/10. Yeah, wham, wham, wham. Probably go like land Reckless Handling. I don't even have to. I can do Talisman, Boros Signet, Reckless Handling. But I don't know what artifact I can get that makes all of this okay. It's definitely not Soul Ring. Probably, maybe it's Monument to Endurance. I'm just gonna grab Monument for the time being. We'll say you discard a land, whatever. It's a playtest. Things go right for you. We don't play Monument to Endurance. Do I have a thing? I don't think it's worth trying to Mindslaver somebody yet. So I tap my lands. You're coming to the field. Now I don't even need to Kayla. Woof. Yeah, we did miss a Palantir trigger. I don't think that's deeply important to the deck working. With these playtests, I'm much more concerned about like assessing the core gimmick than I am about perfect commander play. I'm assuming in this deck, everybody's gonna be like, ah, whatever, he's broke as fuck, he doesn't have anything expensive, and so they just mill us. This is fucking dirty. Is there anything we could do? How freaky is this? It's like weirdly freaky or not. Oh yeah. Get land tax down to keep cards in hand high. I think that's the only thing that can go wrong. Through the playtest, I was actually very like anti-capitalist. I don't want to be a landlord at any point during the game. I always want to have lands in my hand so that I'm wheeling more and more cards. Pretty on or pretty off. Oh, I do like it. You are the devil from the Bible. All right, let's look at your bombs. This guy fucking sucks. This guy fucking sucks. This guy fucking sucks. What can we do to fix that? Right, his voice is saying we have Mako the big red motherfucker, and then nothing else is going on for us here. We could cityscape, but what I want more than cityscape is I want something. I don't know that we want to be on like. I don't think we want to bother the table like that. I think we want something that's going to be scarier. Blightsteel doesn't work because as soon as it goes into the... We can't reanimate Blightsteel. As soon as it hits the graveyard, unless we... I guess we could respond to the trigger with Welder, but that's like... It's difficult. Too many moving pieces. Because I want this to be sick. I think the only thing... Oh, you keep recycling them. Okay, so the play is... This guy sucks the first time, but the 18th time... Okay. In that case, I would consider our boy Feldon. If our best creature reanimation targets are things that are good sacrificed. Oh, Feldon's in there. Fuck me running, dude. You're such a good deck builder, King Cow. Literal best I've ever seen. I don't think we need, well, we could do Magus of the Wheel. I don't think it's strictly necessary. We don't need to buff up the middle. I think this deck runs relatively well. What I want to do is I want to give it something. We need to add a little pizzazz at the top end. We need to add like one or two things where Cow lands this and we're like, oh fuck, it's happening. I'm gonna get Vine Boom, but Mindslaver was my pizzazz. What the fuck do you think pizzazz is? It is not whatever they have at CCOT, you motherfucker. We do have Lance Armstrong's testicle. Yeah, Squee is interesting. The one other thing I was gonna recommend you on like a broad basis is one or two cards that will just give you like a new like a burst of card draw. And this is something I should probably recommend to you in the files anyway, but because there were so many turns where I was like, ah fuck, I can't afford to play my land, because if I play my land for turn, I don't have anything to discard with Queen Kayla. It means that you are only ever one unloved black player away from being totally fucked. What's in our sideboard? Cope, decent protection, cope, fine, big cope, medium cope. This is the 80-year-old woman at the slot machine putting in her last quarter. Cause man, if you hit this, oh, it's so great, and you have no fucking chance, brother. I'm here to tell you, you lose that every time. If we can get this deck to a place where you can afford to play land drops, that's where you get to play this. Oh shit, you know what I'm gonna recommend to you? Dumb shit. If we're playing at a 2, you can play slow enough. Bounce lands, baby. Land drop, net 0 cards in hand. Think about it. You're gonna have these already. I'm gonna fucking be so mad. Never mind, we're so fucking back. I literally said this earlier. Banned for stealing thoughts from my brain. What we really want is like a lot of these effects, and so I do think you can afford to run every bounce land. Straight up. Like just fuck it, dude. Run every bounce land, do whatever we can to keep lands in hand high. I'd like it to be a bit higher power. I think the two can be married, because I think what we have to be most concerned about, not being afraid to play mana. Holy fuck, I can't get over that. I can't get over the idea that we're like, oh god, I'm in Boros and I am terrified of playing my own land drops because I need them to not get fucked. I think I will agree with Juniper yelling about containment construct for this reason, because it will at least allow us to be another version of like Crucible of Worlds. Parhelion I would feel better about if I had any confidence we could crew it, but I don't have a lot of confidence we can crew it. Yeah, I think I have more faith in Battlesphere. Particularly if you're doing the like welder, I'm here, I'm dead. I'm here, I'm dead. I'm here, I'm dead. What I want to find room for is the secret rendezvous of the world, like anything that would let you net up like 2 or more cards. I think this is the like archetypal thing the deck needs, because it seems really, really good. We have Tunnel Grinder already. Everybody calm down. It's okay. We seem really, really good at getting down to about 4 or 5 cards in hand. And then we're kind of like stuck there until we play the game-winning thing. So I think what we need most desperately is a way to get back up to 7. However we do that is fine, but I think the deck gets a lot better if you can get back up to 7 cards. This is cute. I think we're a little bit rough around the edges. God, you could Tome of Legends if you're a desperate man, but I would definitely cut these two. We cannot afford to be going card neutral or card negative, and then wheel if you can. If you can't wheel fucking anything, hands and knees begging for something that is card positive to wheel with 6 or 7 cards. Desperate Men sounds like me. Fucking perfect.